Welcome MTV. Welcome back to my crib. Uh say that. Welcome. This is my first video like this on this channel that I'm so lucky trying to find meaning for. Anyway, welcome to the first installment of movie review. And Shot's little corner. I look have many other videos planned like this, like movie reviews. So feel me. Might be doing that for a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, movie review. Today's movie. You seen the title. You seen the thumbnail. It's Sinners. You see the background. It's Sinners. Because it's my favorite movie to hit the big screen, the silver screen, in years actually, since the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think it was Across the Spider-Verse. Since the second Into the Spider-Verse movie came out. That movie also was freaking splendid. Definitely got a vid coming on that when I hit Marvel movies and things like that. But this movie changed my brain chemistry the moment I laid eyes on it. Now, I first came across this movie late, actually, when in terms like promo. It was late into the promo. Like, the trailer had already been out for like 4 months by the time I seen the trailer. And, bro, I was wondering, where the freak have I been at? Where has this trailer been at? Because why has it been so late? I keep up with Michael B. Jordan just a little bit, especially since the Black Panther movies. Ryan Coogler, kind of been keeping up with him technically, because I've kept up with the Creed franchise, even though he's only directed the first one. I've been keeping up with Creed franchise. I was aware that he did the Black Panther movies. So I'm like, how did this fly under my nose like that? Anyway, I sat down, I watched the trailer. It was like a month or two before the movie is set to come out. The movie came out in last year. Because, that the recording of this video has been about a year since the movie has came out. But anyway, I laid eyeballs on the trailer, and I just felt it. This movie is going to be something splendid. And the movie came out around the time that I was falling out of my former religious beliefs of Christianity, which added a layer of depth to the movie that just hit home for me. And it also came out around the time I first watched the Malcolm X movie, which I'll also be doing a video on. And that movie changed my brain chemistry in such a way that I can't even explain. I just know that I haven't looked at the world since. I haven't looked at Black America the same since that movie. You know what I'm saying? I've been a radical, pro-black since. You know what I'm saying? Telling you, all the things came from that movie. I'm gonna get into that one though. I'm getting to that one in a different video. But it's in this movie. It's been a year since this movie. I'm sure you heard everybody else talk about it, but you haven't heard me talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And my opinion matters the most. You're darn too, and it does. No, I'm joking. But anyway, this movie was freaking beautiful, splendid, shot wonderfully. I loved the cinematography. Great. I watched it in IMAX. I paid to watch that movie, I think, like 4 times. I went the first time, went back, I think, the week after, seen it again with my brother, I think. Went another time with my sister. Then I just went with my girl. Just one more time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch it in IMAX, but twice. I watched it in IMAX twice. I watched it in other, regular smaller format the other times. But IMAX, saw it in IMAX twice. And the second time I watched it was when it was re-released. This movie, freaking beautiful. The twin work, amazing. I don't know if y'all know how difficult it is to do some shit like that. I've been making videos a long time, and I don't have nearly the quality of apparatus that they have to produce a movie like this. I've tried recording myself, doing like a twin interaction type of thing, insanely difficult with even just bullshit, and you would think it was easy the way they did it. I remember when the movie opened up. And of course, the movie comes out before the behind the scenes come out. I looked at the movie, the opening. It was around the beginning when he passes the twin cigarette, and I was like, splendid. I looked at it in awe. I was like, but you know how hard that was? I don't know if people know that junk difficult, but I've been working with cameras and junk for about 10 years at this point. 10 I've been making YouTube videos a long time now. Boy, that junk is difficult. That junk is difficult. And you're holding up the the characters, you're acting while doing this, bro. Insane. You gotta give hats off to this junk, to this movie. Won mad awards. I feel like it didn't win enough awards. It should have won all the awards. It should have swept the Oscars. It should have swept all the awards. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sure you guys know what the movie's about. But if you don't know what the movie's about, it's about these twin brothers from Chicago. They've been all around the world. They fought in, I think, World War II. You know, they worked in Chicago with the mob people up there. I don't know nothing about them people but you know they worked with them people. Then they came back down south, back home to Mississippi. And you know they start themselves a little jukey joint. You know what I'm saying? A little hole in the wall, a little backwoods party house. Feel me? Something very prominent back in the day in the 1930s, where the movie is set. Something very prominent back in the day in the 1930s, even later on after the 30s. You know, jukey joint. Feel me? A little jukey joint. You go party, you know, little club. Feel me? Club before the club type of thing. And, you know, some vampires pull up. And you know what happens when vampires show up. I'm not even talking about specific vampires. I'm talking about fawn colored people. Color of my shirt. Wonder Bread colored people. You know what I'm saying? Parchment paper colored people. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll fucking carry it away. Cloud colored people. Mayonnaise. Miracle Whip. They pull up and things go crazy after they pull up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Comes in the movie, things go crazy. Jump aside. Lost my marbles. I watched it a few times, and every time I watched it, but that little ending part, the little end credit scene with old Sammy talking to Stack. That means something to me, bro. That joint hit to this day. All the edits of that movie. There was edits of the movie trailers. Jump hit. The movie was freaking beautiful. Speechless. You know what I'm saying? I just love the movie. Watched it a few times. I even not only did I go to watch it multiple times, I also went and I bought the DVD. It's on this bookshelf right here. Yeah, the camera work, the acting, the music. Don't even start on the music. I listened to that soundtrack multiple times when the movie came out. I listened to it the day it did came out, on the drive home at nighttime. I was listening to the music. The freaking music was beautiful. And I always I like blues music and old. I'm from the South. This movie felt like home. I'm from here, the country. I'm from the country, bro. Grew up, spent a lot of time out there in them woods, boy. This is something I know about. You know what I'm saying? Smoking Stack's characters, boy, they felt like people I knew. You know what I'm saying? Talk like folk I know about. You know? But yeah, freaking movie was phenomenally shot. Well shot. We all know. I'm trying not to rehash what we already have heard. The movie was beautiful, man. Beautiful movie. I feel like a lot of people as well misunderstood. This is me going on a little rant. People feel like people misunderstood the part of the movie, the montage, the surreal montage part of the movie, when all the other musicians and like other things from black musical culture shown up. A lot of people perceive that as how music evolved throughout time. And they're right. This is how music evolved throughout time. But I feel like a lot of people, especially like non-black people, missed the point where it was like, this is how black music evolved throughout time. This isn't just anybody's music evolving around time. This is black music evolving throughout time. You had the hip hop dancers, you had the the rock stars, you know what I'm saying, the bluesmen with Sammy and all the African dancing and whatnot. This is how black musical art forms, including dance, because you had like the ballerina got pulled up. This is how all, you know, the black musical art form has looked and changed throughout time. Not just music in general. You know what I'm saying? And it was one thing I hated when I watched the people that react to the movie. People told me, I was like, oh, this is like the way they're like explaining how they perceived that scene was like free from race. It was free from like the racial aspect of it. And I don't know if you guys believe this, but this is something I believe. You know, the ability to live external from race, the ability to see the world without race is a luxury that only white people are afforded. I'm in here before I go on my racist tangent, but not racist tangent. I'm not a racist, but the ability to see the world without race, the whole I don't see race, is something only white people are able to do. We can look into that. Maybe I'll explain it one day on my Instagram. But anyway, this movie was a freaking beautiful movie. 10 out of 10 movie. I heard a lot of people say, you know, they felt like the movie was dragging its feet in the beginning while it was like introducing its characters before it got to the action. Because it didn't really get to the action until like literally the end. And for me, didn't bother me none. I love movies with great character interactions, great script, and acting. So that didn't bother me any. The acting was freaking great. The character interactions were freaking beautiful. You know, the way they are, you know, they have prior history. This is why people want like prequel movies, because like the way the characters interact and the way they're written is like there's clearly, you know, more to these characters that we don't know about. And you know, if you need your movies to be straight action, get to the action, not dragging its feet. If you're like a slow burn, I don't know. I feel like you got dopamine problems. Nah, I'm just joking. Maybe you do though. I don't know, but I didn't mind the like pacing of the movie. Felt like it was well paced, in my opinion. Yeah, I love the music. Sometimes I'll put on the soundtrack just to listen to the music and like relive the movie through the music. You know what I'm saying? As a movie, I was on my realize when I first like watched the movie, the music coexists with the movie. Because you know, some movies they're just playing music in the background for like the mood of the movie, you know, just to like amp up the mood, I guess, of the movie. This movie is like the music. The movie's like the body, and the music is like the blood moving throughout the body. Like you gotta have the music. If there was no music in the movie would be like, I don't know, it would just be missing like a dimension to it. I really love the way that the music was like composed throughout the movie, the way it like blended in with the movie throughout certain points. I really love that. And yeah, it was just a freaking 5-star ass movie. I'm one of those people, I believe that there could be perfect art and perfect movies. So I ain't gonna sit over here and get a movie a freaking 9 out of 10 because perfection don't exist. Nigga, fuck all that. That movie is 10 out of 10. I won't hear nothing else from nobody. On me, I won't. That's a fact. This movie does frustrate me because I be thinking this movie like, dang, I could have made this. I could have thought of this. What enough time? I mean, this movie was written at least in a very short amount of time. It was like written in like 2 months. Crazy. You couldn't even tell. Yeah, when I watch movies like this, I be getting frustrated. I be thinking, damn, bro, I could, I feel I'm capable of making something like that. That's not like to take nothing from him. It's just like, you ever see like something, you just be like, dang, why didn't I think of that? It's like that, so I be wondering, why didn't I think of that movie? Even if I did think of that movie, I ain't got the budget. I ain't got nobody finna throw me no money to make this movie. But I'm glad this movie was made, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm glad he was the one that did it. Because now everybody looking at Ryan Coogler thinking, you need to make this movie. Ryan Coogler need to make this movie. He can make, he can make anything. This nigga freaking a Picasso, the black community. And I ain't mad at it at all, boy. Especially because I don't know. I ain't even gonna go. I ain't even gonna go there, bro. I ain't even go there. I was finna diss Tyler Perry. I ain't even go there. But yeah, splendid movie. 10 out of 10 movie. Perfect movie in my eyes. Yeah. Love the movie. Peace. See y'all on the next one.